Hi, welcome to my channel, Granny Annie Creates. My name's Anya, and today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely mushroom square, which is part of the Crochet Along Confidence Cardi. So I'm going to show you how to make this wonderful mushroom crochet square, which is part of our Crochet Along Confidence Cardi. So we're going to start with the base. So it's this lovely cream colour that we're going to work with first. We only need a tiny bit because, as you can see, the base is quite short. So we're going to slip knot the yarn to the hook, and we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our chain of 6. Now we're going to work into that chain, and in the second stitch from the hook, so not that first one but into that second one, we're going to do 2 double crochet. So it's the wrap around first and in, wrap around and out, wrap around, work 2, wrap around, work 2. That's 1 double crochet. It's the American double crochet, and we're going to do another one into that exact same hole. So wrap around and in, wrap around, back out, wrap around and work 2, wrap around and work the next 2, and then we're simply just going to do a double crochet into each chain all the way back down. So we did 2 in that first one, and now we're just doing 1 in each chain stitch all the way back down, and that's going to create the stalk of our pretty little mushroom. So we're just going all the way down, back down the chain that we just created, popping a double crochet into each stitch. And one more to be had there. And that's our little base of our mushroom completed. And so to cast off, you just cut your end, leave a little bit for sewing, and then pull that down through what's on your hook. Give it a little tug and it will secure itself. And that's the base of our little mushroom. So now we're going to create the pink bit of our mushroom. So we're going to take our pink yarn and we're going to tie it onto our hook with a slip knot. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to pop that one furthest from the hook back onto the hook and slip stitch down through what's on the hook, and it creates a lovely little circle that we're going to work into. So now we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do 7 double crochets all into that ring that we've just created. So the double crochet is the wrap around first and in, wrap around and out, wrap around and work 2, wrap around and work 2. So that was our first double crochet, and we're going to do 7 of those all into the ring. So here's number 2. And number 3. And number 4. So yes, 7 all the way around this ring. And 5. I'm loving this pink yarn, it's lovely and bright. Number 6. And our final number 7 stitch. So we're not going to work all the way around our circle because we want this sort of just over a semicircle effect like that. So now we're just going to chain 2 and turn and then work back around the top of the mushroom again. So we're not doing the bottom of the mushroom, we're just working around the top. That's going to give us a lovely mushroom shape. So we're going to do a double crochet down into the base of that chain that we've just done, and then I'm going to do 2 double crochets into the next one. That's 1 and 2, 2 double crochets into the next one, 1, 2, and then at the top of our mushroom we're going to put 3 double crochets because it's going to fan out along the top of the mushroom. So there's number 1 and number 2 and number 3, and then just going to go down this part of the mushroom with 2 double crochets in each stitch. It's going to create this lovely mushroom shape for us. I like mushrooms and pixies and fairies and gnomes, all the whimsical characters. And bring out the playful child in me. Makes me think of children's illustrated books, mushrooms. So I'm just going to do 2 double crochets into that final stitch there, and that is the top of our mushroom completed. As you can see, it's a lovely mushroom shape. So we're going to snip our yarn, pull it through what's on the hook, give it a little tug and it will stay firm enough until we sew it. So that's the mushroom there, and that's the base of the mushroom there. So now we've made the mushroom top and the base, we need to make this square. And we're doing this one slightly different from all the rest. The rest we've worked around the motif. This one, it's a plain background and the motif is sewn onto the top. So we're going to start with the green for the grass, and we're going to tie on with a slip knot onto our hook. We're going to chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now we're going to do a double crochet, which is the wraparound stitch, into that first one from the hook. And we're just going to place a double crochet into every chain stitch along the way. And double crochet is the wraparound first and in stitch. I don't know if you can see how bright this green is, but it's lovely, really fluorescent. It's going to make our crochet cardi very bright, which is definitely what I want. We're just going to double crochet all the way to the end of the row, and I'll meet you at the end. So when you've double crocheted all the way to the end of your starting chain, we're going to give ourselves a turning chain of 2. So 1, 2, and we're going to turn our work, and then we're going to work a double crochet all the way back along our row, but we're not going to put one in there because that, as you can see, that starting chain works that first stitch. So we're in on that second stitch with our double crochet. So we're going to wrap our yarn around and pop it in, and the correct placement for a crochet stitch, unless your pattern asks you to go in the front or the back, is under these two bits of yarn because it holds it securely then. Whereas if you only go under one, it sort of makes it more lacy like. So we're going in under there, we're bringing the yarn back with us, we're wrapping round and working two, wrapping round and working two, and that's the double crochet stitch. So we're doing that all the way along. So into the next one, under those two, bring the yarn back with you, round, work two, round, work two. So we're going to work all the way along there to the end, and I'll meet you there. So when you've got to the end of your second row of double crochets, and that's the grass bit done. So we can tie on the blue for the sky now. So we're just going to tie the blue to the green thread that we've been working on. And bring that into the base there. I like to knot mine twice so it stays secure. And then we're just going to pick up the green, pick up the blue and leave in the green. We're going to do a chain of two. 1, 2. And as before, that chain of two works that first stitch. So we're in on that second one using the blue colour, and we're going to double crochet our way along this line. So you can see we're getting a nice blue sky above the green grass. So we're just going to keep going, doing double crochets all the way along the line, and then a chain of two at the end of the line to turn your work. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of blue double crochet. So I'll see you after you've done 7 rows of blue double crochet. Don't forget your turning chain at the end of 2. Once you've done your rows of double crochet, we're ready to put our mushroom onto our square. So in a true Blue Peter style, here's one I made earlier. The base of the mushroom and the top of the mushroom. So we're going to sew these to our crochet canvas with a nice big-eyed needle. So if we sew our stumpy bit first, using the ends of the crochet, just pop it through your wide-eyed needle. Mine don't want to come through. There we go. Position it where you want it on your square. And sew it on. Just around the edges will be fine. It will secure it, hold it in place. And with the other bit of yarn, I'm going to go down there and secure it. There, we're just sewing all the way down. Oh, a little mushroom stump with the cream yarn. And just secure your ends by weaving them in at the back. Nobody's going to be looking at the back of our work. Now we're going to secure the top of our mushroom, and we're going to use a little bit of these tails. Hold it in place and sew. bring that little tail to the back because it's not really long enough to use. And then get some more mushroom coloured yarn. Pop it on your hook. Not on your hook, your sewing needle. And then continue to sew all the way around the outside of your mushroom so it's stuck to the back. Green and blue background. And then when that's done, we're going to take some of the same cream that we did the base with, and we're going to thread that into our sewing needle. And because this is a bit thinner than the other yarn, I'm going to use it double width. But if you've got a nice chunky one, you don't need to. It's just that we want the spots to stand out a little bit. So I'm just going to knot that together. Coming in from the back of the work, I'm going to pop some random spots on our mushroom. So just coming in and out at different places around. And you can have your mushroom as spotty or as dotty as you like. I've got quite a few spots on this one. So I shall continue adding spots until I think, yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Yeah, I quite like that. Maybe one more down here. Okay, one more. Up here. That's it. And then we have our mushroom square. So we're just going to sew in the ends, and there's our square complete. So I hope you've enjoyed making this mushroom square today with me. And it's going to be part of our confidence Cardi, our crochet along. If you've liked this video, it'd be great if you could hit the like button, subscribe and share with all your friends so they can join in with the wonderful crochet along confidence Cardi. And I'll see you next time. So it's here, my long-awaited crochet along pattern book. It's available on Amazon, and it will show you how to make all these gorgeous squares that make up our confidence Cardi. There's a video for each one of these squares on my YouTube channel, and this is the book that goes along with it, so you can have a written pattern of each of the squares, and they're all inside with clear instructions and photos that go along with my videos on my YouTube channel, Granny Annie Creates. So you can purchase your copy of the book and then follow the video tutorials online. And yeah, make this amazing crochet cardigan with the book. And as I say, it's in the link below. So just click on the link and buy your copy, and you can make this amazing confidence crochet along Cardi. Hi, welcome to my channel, Granny Annie Creates. My name's Anya, and today I'm going to show you how to make this wonderful spiral square, which is part of our crochet along confidence Cardi. And it's gorgeous with the 4 colours. So pick some vibrant 4-coloured double knit yarn a 3.5 or 4mm hook, and let's go. So to make this 4-coloured spiral square, I'm going to start with the blue colour, and I'm going to tie it onto my crochet hook with a slip knot, and then I'm going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to slip stitch it to the chain furthest from the hook. Bring the yarn over and down through what's on the hook, making a little circle. Then we're going to work a single crochet into the circle, then a half double crochet, so that's the wrap around and in, wrap around and out, wrap around, and work all 3 bits off in one go, and then 2 doubles, so wrap around and in, wrap around and back out, wrap around and work 2, wrap around and work 2. That's the first one done, and we need 2 of those double crochet stitches. So we've done a single, a half double, and 2 double crochets into the ring. Then we're going to bring in the next colour. So if we leave a nice big loop of that colour, our next colour is this deep purple. So we're just going to bring in the second colour and tie it into that ring just next to the blue colour. I like to knot mine twice. Oh. Fiddly little thing. So yeah, just tie your yarn on. Ooh. It's going to get really fiddly with 4 colours in a minute. And then pop your hook into the ring and bring the yarn back with you. And we need to do a chain of 1, a single crochet, a half double crochet, and 2 double crochets. So there's 1, and there's 2. And then again, pull the loop up on that colour, push it down in the rings. We've got another 2 colours to fit in along here. So my next colour is this lovely vibrant orange. So again, tie it into your loop. Pop your crochet hook in, bring the yarn into play and do a chain, a single crochet, a half double crochet, and 2 double crochets. And then pull the loop up. So we've got 3 of our colours on there now. I'm going to put the 4th one in there. And that's this bright purple magenta colour, I think. So tie that colour onto the circle. Pop your hook in, bring the yarn into play, chain 1, single crochet, half double crochet, and 2 double crochets all into this space. It's getting a little bit tight, but it will go in there. And then pull the loop up. So now we're going to go back to our original loop and pop our hook in and we're going to work along these purple stitches. So you should have 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and in the first one we're going to do 2 double crochets. So there's the first one, and there's the second one. Then we're going to do bear with me, just going to remember. Yeah, just 1 double crochet, and then we're going to do another 2 double crochets. Sorry, my mind went blank there. So 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets into the 3rd stitch. And we're always leaving that 1 stitch unworked. Pull the loop up, and now do the same with the other 3 colours. So now I've worked my end into the, come here, that's it. Right, so I need 2 double crochets. So yeah, don't work your ends in underneath your stitches, as you have to pull your yarn through the stitches. 2 double crochets, and then 1 double crochet, and then another 2 double crochets. It might feel fiddly at this stage, but it does get easier the wider the spiral goes. So I might have to cut that one off and retie it, because it's got tangled in my work. That's it. Right, so now we're going to work the orange along the purple stitches here, and we're going to do 2 double crochets, one double crochet, and then another 2 double crochets. Pull the loop up, and we're on to our 3rd colour. So again, starting with the double crochet, and 2 of them into that 1st stitch, and then 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets to end that colour. We can see we've got a nice spiral starting. So then we're going to come back to our 1st colour, our original colour. First I'm just going to unravel some of my balls of wool, because they're getting a little bit tangled. So just, yeah, untangle them a bit. That's it. It's best to untangle as you go along, as you'll get into a big knot. So we're back on our 1st colour, and this time we're going to start with the 2 double crochets, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets singly, and then another 2 double crochets into that stitch near the end. So 2 double crochets, and now we want 3 singular double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3, and then we want 2 double crochets into that 1 stitch. 1, 2, And again, we're going to go round with all our other colours, pull that loop up, and on with the next colour, and we're going to do the same. So 2 double crochets into that first stitch, and then 3 singular double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 double crochets in the final stitch. And pull the loop up, and then we're on to our third colour. So pop the loop onto the hook, and we're going to do 2 double crochets, then we're going to do 3 singular double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to do 2 double crochets into that penultimate stitch, 1, 2, pull the loop up, put the next colour on, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and then we're going to do 3 singular double crochets, number 2, that's number 3, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets into one stitch, like so. So on our next round, we start with the 2 double crochets, and then we'll be doing 5 double crochets in between the 2 double crochets at either end. Just a little bit. So pull the loop up and start with our first colour. It's always good to remember which one's your first colour, because then you know that you finished that round. So we're going to go in with our 2 double crochets to start. Then we're going to do 5 singular double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do the 2 double crochets at the end of the row, 2 into one stitch. That's it. Pull out that colour, pull on the next one. I'll keep moving my balls of wool around so I don't get too tangled up. So on with the purple. We're going to do 2 double crochets into one stitch there. Then we're going to go along with our 5 singular ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to go in on this last stitch with 2 double crochets. Pull the loop up, get the next colour in to play, and do the same. 2 double crochets into that first stitch, and then 5 single double crochets or singular, just 1 in each stitch, 5 of them, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 double crochets into that last but 1 stitch. 1, 2, and then pull the loop up, and then we're on to the final one. So at this stage we can cut some of these ends off because we're going to turn it into a square, so we can just make our life a little easier by chopping off some of these ends. So we need the blue one for the outer one, so we can chop the orange one and we can chop this purple one, so that makes it a little easier. We've just got two lengths now, so we're working on this last one, and we're going to just do the 2 double crochets into that first stitch, and then 5 singular double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets into that stitch just there. Then we can off this one as well. So now we've got our spiral, we're just going to make these corners and then carry the light blue around. So if we start back on this purple corner here, just pull the yarn onto the hook and do a treble, which is a wrap around twice and in on that next stitch. So do 1 treble and then a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then bring that chain down to that next stitch with a single, and then just cast that end off. So like that, we've created the corner there. So we're going to create the corner on this orange one. So we're going to do a treble, which is a wrap around twice. Going to go into that next stitch, work it off in 3 lots of 2, and then a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then down with a single and cast that one off. with a little bit of a tuck. That will hold that one. And now for our final one that we're casting off at the moment, because the blue is going to continue around. We're doing a treble down into the next stitch. Working that off in 3 lots of 2, and then a chain of 3 down to the next one along with a single, and cast that off. So we're going to pull the blue yarn back into play. We're going to do the same stitch that we just did, the treble down into that base. Sorry, the next stitch along. A chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, into the next stitch along with a single crochet, and now we're going to single crochet all the way along to the corner. Just pop in 1 single crochet into each stitch. Sorry, my thing's falling off. So yeah, we're just doing a single crochet all the way along until we get to the corner. Just pop in 1 little stitch in each one, all the way around into the corner hole, chain 1, and then we're going to work down this chain, the 3 chain that we just cast that colour off with. 1, 2, 3, and then along the next colour, and we're just going to single crochet all the way along there as well until we get to the next corner. And then single crochet into that corner, chain 1, and then pop a single crochet into each of that chain 3 that we cast the orange colour off with. And then all the way along this next colour. With a single crochet. So I hope you like doing the crochet along squares. There's lots of them on my YouTube channel now to get your teeth into. I enjoy learning new stitches. And then, yeah, we'll bring them all together into an amazing confidence cardi that's going to be so colourful and vibrant. It's going to be great. But yeah, if you like my videos and want to know when my next one's up, and then hit the subscribe button and the like button. And then when we get to this corner, we've done a chain of 1, and then we're going to work down this 3 chain that we cast this maroon colour off with. There's also instructional patterns to go with all of the crochet along squares. If you look on my website, grannyannie.com, you'll be able to grab yourself a pattern so you can read along while you're also watching the video and having a go yourself. So however you learn best, you'll be able to do all of the new stitches. So we're just going to come along to the top of this chain, and that's where we're going to cast off. So we're just doing single crochets all the way along the blue, and then at the corner that is our last single crochet, and then we're just going to cut it off and pull it down through, give it a bit of a tug, and there we have our spiral square ready for our crochet along confidence cardi. I've got 2 spiral squares now. I'm going to make another 2 because I'm making 4 of all these squares that are on the crochet along cardi. So if you want to do the same, that'll be great. I've got all these ends to sew in. Ah, I'm sure that's your favourite part too. I don't actually mind doing it. I sit and yeah, just I enjoy sewing, so that's okay. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, share, tell all your friends about this amazing channel Granny Annie creates, and yeah, hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day.